Hey Cameron, did you know that Julius Caesar never said thank you in his entire life? Mostly because he didn't speak English. Now Cameron, I was thinking about your question about the motorized shopping carts and how the people get them back to the store after they've taken it out to their car, but I also have another question along those lines, and it would be, how do they get the cart in the first place when they were at their car? There's a few options. The first is kind of like you experienced. They basically could just take the cart to their car and then either leave it there or have a kind bystander like yourself bring the cart back. Most likely a store employee, though. That would look something like this. Take the cart back to my car. Whoop. And then later an employee comes out and goes, so that's the first option. The second option is they could have somebody with them, like their son or a caretaker or something like that, that can go get the cart for them and bring the cart back. Hey son, can you go get that cart for me? Thanks, son. And the cart. Into the store we go. And then, of course, there's the last option, which is basically like they can walk enough to be able to get to the store, to the carts, but they just might have trouble walking through the store for one reason or another. So that's why they're using the cart. In those situations, probably walk to the store to get the shopping cart and then use the cart around the store and then park it before they leave and walk back to their car. Lastly, there was recently my favorite press conference I've seen given by a professional football coach. First, a little backstory. Mike Tomlin is the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Mike Tomlin has been the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers for 17 seasons. And in his time as their coach, he's never had a losing season. Like, he has never lost more games than he has won. Now, they struggled for a good bit of this year, but they still managed to have a season over 500. So they still had a winning season. And after their last loss, which was a playoff game because they made the playoffs, people were speculating about whether or not Mike Tomlin would be retained as the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers or if he would leave because he had 1 year left on his contract. Which led to one of my favorite moments that I've had in a while watching any kind of a press conference for a professional sports team. NFL is like super strict with copyright stuff, so I'm not going to show the clip. Instead, I'm going to act it out. So this is what happens when a reporter asks Mike Tomlin, right after a loss, what he thinks his future will be with the team. This is my podium. Anyone? Mike, you have a year left on your contract. Just walked right off, absolute comedy gold. And what makes it even better is the next conference that he had, he came out in a much better mood and he said, I'm in a better mood today. Does anybody have any contract questions?